process a sales invoice on QuickBooks Accounting. We will see how to process, and we'll also see the effect of processing that sales invoice on our books. Now, there are two ways of accessing the sales invoice functionality on QuickBooks. Either you go via customers, then you come to create invoices. So when you click on create invoices, customers create invoices, it will bring up this window, which is the sales invoice creation invoice window. So basically on this window, that's where you do your invoice. The other way of accessing this functionality is to go via the home page. So I'm closing that, then I'm coming back to this home page. The home page is this area. If you look at this area, you'd find there is this invoice functionality here. When you click on it and then click on create invoice, again it will take you to the create sales invoice window that we saw previously. So basically those are the two ways. Now when you're on this window, the first thing that you have to do is to select your customer. Like in this case, I just have got one customer, so I'm coming here, I'm clicking this drop down arrow, then I'm selecting my customer. Once I load up the customer, you'd find the system will prompt me and say to me there are available estimates. Why? Because I had done quotations previously for this customer. So the system would say, do you want to link up these quotations or any one of these quotations to this invoice? In my case, I just have got one quotation, but if I had done a number of quotations, they were going to be listed here. So I have to select if I want to use this quotation by clicking on OK. When I click on OK, you'd find the details on the quotations which I did previously will load up. Right, the class will load up, the date will load up, and these are the details. Then here, down here, you'd find the quantity which we had quoted will load up, the item, the price, and the total. So if the quantity has changed, we can always change the quantity. Probably it has increased to 1.5. We could always change this. If it is the same details as on the quotation, it means you won't have to change anything. Now, before we save this, when you click save and close, the effect of that is our ledger or our sales account will be updated. The customer account will also be updated. But probably before we do that, we may want to print this. So if you want to print, you just come here, click the arrow pointing down, then click on preview. Because before we print to a physical printer, we may just want to see how the quotation comes up. So this is how our quotation, according to the template that we have, this is how our quotation is going to come up when we print. So if you want to print to a physical printer, we then click on print. This will prompt us to print to a physical printer. If we don't want, we just come and click on close. Right. Now, after having done that, if you want to email this invoice, sales invoice direct to the customer, and we have set up our email services, connected our email services to QuickBooks, we can just click on email. Then the system will take us through the steps of emailing the invoice to the customer. Right. If you want to attach any document, we can just click on attach file. Then it will be able to attach any, it could be any document, either which came from the customer or any other relevant document that we want to attach. We will just click on that. Then the system will bring up this attachments, invoice 1 of Southern Stone Enterprises on. Then you can attach either from computer or from scanner or from a document center. Then once we are done, we click on done. All right, that is if you want to attach. Otherwise, if you just want to update and save this invoice, we just then click on save and close. Right, the effect of that is this sale is recorded on our books. Right, our sales account updated, then the customer account also updated. If we want to see the invoices or transactions that we have done on a particular customer, we have to come to customers. Then we click on customer center. When you click on customer center, it's going to bring up a list of the customers that we have on our books, and I'll show you how to identify a particular document. It could be a quotation that you did for that particular customer or an invoice. In my case, I've got one customer who is Southern Stone Enterprises. So once I click on Southern Stone Enterprises, you see this side now, the customer information or the customer details come up, right? So here, that's where I have got the name of the customer, the contact details and everything. But down here, I've got this tab, transaction tab, contact tab, to do see and not email, send email. But under the transaction tab, that's where I've got the transactions which I've done under or for this customer. So far we've done an estimate, which is a quotation, and we have also done an invoice for this customer. So basically, this is how you see the transactions or the quotations that you have done for a particular customer. If we want to see the effect of the invoice that we did, we have to come to reports. So when you come to reports, as I said, an invoice updates our sales account. So if you want to see the effect of that, we come to reports, then we come to company and financials, then you just click on profit and loss standard, just to see if our income statement has been updated by the sale that we just did to Southern Stone Enterprise. You would see the sale is there of 1,216,000. Then the cost of sales also has been calculated at 500. Then so far we've got a gross profit of 716, which is also a net profit, because we haven't posted any expenses. So basically, this is the effect of it. Now, to see the customer's account, we come to reports, then we come to customers and receivables. We could view an accounts receivable aging summary, or we could just come here and view like your customer balance summary, so that we see the balance that is sitting on this customer account. You could see Southern Stone there, we have got this amount is outstanding. So basically, this is how you process a sales invoice on QuickBooks Accounting, and that is the effect of that transaction. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Thank you.